How are you, sir?
Hey, Tony. Thanks for coming down.
Hey, no problem. Tell me about what you do and why you do it.
I'm like a purist of the craft, so I'm someone that believes that film is a very powerful medium. That it's not something you should look at as a cavalier thing. It's something that you should treat with utmost respect. You should go to school for it. You should learn how to do it properly, learn all the nuances, learn the history of it. That way you can be a consummate filmmaker. A lot of people look at filmmaking, they love the craft, but they don't know how serious it is. It's a science. Like my degree in film is a master's degree in science. It's a science degree. So you have to learn the science of filmmaking before really tackling what it is to make a film. So I look at people like Gordon Parks, pioneers like Gordon Parks and Spike Lee and Oscar Micheaux. Those people didn't get what they did by accident. They learned the craft. Like Gordon Parks was a photographer first for Life magazine. Then he said, let me get into film. There wasn't really a lot of film schools back then. Spike Lee went to NYU graduate film school. So I said, well, if I want to be a filmmaker, I want to learn really what does it take to be a filmmaker. It takes a lot of training, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of taking out loans, everything to learn just the craft of doing it right before you even start making film. There's a lot to learn before you even start making your own projects.
Sure. It all starts up here.
Yeah, definitely.
With the concept, as you know. Tell us about your current project, Changing the Game.
Yeah, what that film is about, there's a lot of films about African American young men especially who try to get out of a bad environment. They almost get out, something happens to them and they're sucked up by the environment. Something virulent happens, they're destroyed by it. I wanted to make a film that shows a young man in the worst of environments. Ethan Butler in the 80s was a notorious area. Show this young man who's a child prodigy, who's a genius, very, very intelligent, who somehow learns to get out of this environment and stay out of it. Because you don't see that. You see people that almost get out of these bad environments, but they're back where it happens to them. Yeah. Or somehow, some circumstance brings them back and they get killed by it. I want to show a film. This young man gets out of this environment, succeeds, go to Wall Street. He learns that what he learned in the street is also applicable to Wall Street, but what was physical in North Philly is now mental in Wall Street. So it's two different environments. That's why I call it Changing the Game, because it shows that in one area you have to be on a physical level to survive, North Philadelphia, but when you go to Wall Street, the games are more mental to survive.
So you're pretty much using Changing the Game on a couple of different levels.
That's right.
As far as the story itself.
That's right.
And actually the way you're telling the story.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
What gave you the inspiration to do that?
Just by seeing so many films that are done by African Americans that just fit into a box. I think in this day and age, in 2010, we're in a new environment. Things should be more universal. The world is not all black, the world is not all white. Everybody's in this world trying to do the same thing. So I want to make a film. You have black characters, you have white characters, you have Arab characters. The world is full of a palette of different people. So why should black people or black filmmakers only make films that are in a certain box that only applies to African Americans? All the characters are black. Everybody they need is black. Every day of my life, when I come out my house, I live in a black neighborhood, but everywhere I see all types of people during the course of my day. I think film should be that kind of way too. Show the film in a way that it shows it encompasses everything, like life. Let's change the game. Let's change the way films are made. Let's black filmmakers learn to be more universal instead of being so stereotypical in what they're trying to deal with in a small, confined box.
Right. It's been said like a lot of times that black filmmakers can't make films other than black films.
That's right.
And you're disproving that.
Yes.
When you got that concept in your head, could you take us through like the steps that you did to get to where you're at today? We're on the set here. So
the hardest part, Tony, in all honesty, the hardest part is raising money for quality black film. A lot of times, if it's not a comedy, unfortunately, people don't want to invest money in it. The hardest part, though, honestly, is trying to raise money to our own people.
How do you become a director?
Go to film school. Even if it's a local film school in your area, go to film school. Even if it's a 2-week program that says 2 weeks you'll learn all this about filmmaking, go to film school, learn, read. People are scared to read. Read books, read. Because in film, someone's already done it better than you. Someone's already paid homage to it better than you. So respect those that have paved the way before you, but at the same time, make your own voice.